Alright, so tomorrow is the day of finally Burn, which round 4 is about to drop in less than 12 hours. Balgo, Osushi, Bruno, and Macy are going to be here. We will be actually live streaming when this banner does go live, so I hope to see you lads there. But as always, before the banner does drop, let's talk about it, break it down, and answer the question, is this banner worth summoning on? And right from the get-go, it's an astounding yes. In my opinion, if you really like the characters, this is a banner that is worth going all 25 steps on or down to 0 on. And I do know the 8th anniversary is coming up this July, but the benefit here is that if you do decide to summon this banner end the month of April, you'll still have basically upwards to 3 months to save for that particular banner if you summon on nothing else. But there's a lot to go over with these new characters and the banner itself, so let's break it down, starting off with the availability day. In this case, it's of course going to be available tomorrow morning for me at 8 AM and will be lasting until the 16th. While this banner is out, of course, we're going to get the Senkin monobs, the Okura banner is still set to return, and of course, the mid-month banner will be announced on the 13th. Keep in mind too, since this is a collaboration with Burn the Witch, these characters do not get individual banners. This is the only time to summon for them on this main banner, and the next time they return might be near the end of the year, and then after that maybe this time next year. They are limited in nature, they are collaboration characters, so we really don't get that many opportunities to pull for them, as they essentially only return maybe twice a year. But with that said, let's talk about the new characters. First up, we have Bruno, a heart no affiliation character with the Hollow and also a Sparta kill ability. Bruno is setting out to be one of the better characters in the game, and he's designed very interestingly to say the least. And by that, he has a massive damage output. Frenzy +2 with a 40% berserker with weakening on every attack is exceptional. That itself is already great, but then he goes above and beyond by having the gauge effect, which further increases damage output by a massive amount. In this case, by completing the gauge, for the next 10 seconds you get a 50% stat boost to your spiritual pressure stat and also 100% more berserker. That damage output is something that we've never really seen before. It's absolutely crazy. And to go alongside that damage output, he has extra utility, because when you do complete the gauge, you get a 30% heal, and also reduce your strong attack cooldown by 30%. Since this character is surrounded by doing a large amount of damage when that gauge is full, he does come with the start gauge plus 70% skill, so right when you start a quest, the gauge is going to be complete within basically the first 10 or so seconds. That, alongside the fact that he has 2 extra flash tips and also long stride, he is going to be a very fast character, dealing a lot of damage and easily being able to get the gauge at full completion. With those skills, he becomes one of the best characters in the game, and it's also worth mentioning too is that he does also have complete stat immunity. He is the first and only Burn the Witch character in the game to have any type of immunity. And considering the fact that he is a hard character, there is a lot of competition, he is still able to stand at the top alongside some of the greats because he is a hard hollow killer. As of right now, there's basically no competition in that particular niche, and that's why Bruno is an exceptional character to get your hands on, even if you aren't a fan of Bruno, which would be very strange if I say so myself. I mean, look at him, bro looks absolutely sick. Macy is a speed no affiliation character with the no affiliation killer and also squad 0 killer. Design-wise, she's actually very similar to Quincy Ichigo, and by that, massive damage output. Frenzy +2 with a 40% berserker is already great as is, but when she does inflict a stat element, she then gets an 80% stat boost to her spiritual pressure stat. Alongside the fact that she does have a SA2 tracking vortex, she's going to have a very easy time inflicting stat elements, which is going to allow her to constantly keep that SP boost. With the addition that she also does 40% more damage to weakened enemies and also paralyzed enemies, when she does inflict a stat element, she is going to be doing a ridiculous amount of damage. And given the fact that she also does have sharpshooter and also reduces your strong attack cooldown by 20% every time you return another map if you are a speed character, she is also standing at the top of the speed attribute. An amazing character. It's absolutely crazy. You can use her in 2 types of guild quests, technically free. She looks to have really fun gameplay, and it's going to be great considering the fact that she's constantly paralyzing and also weakening. Despite just getting an amazing character that was 10 to then get to 2 months ago, this Macy is easily able to compete as one of the best speed characters in the entire game. One of the best characters in the game, period. And last but definitely not least, we have Balgo and also Usushi, a mind no affiliation character with the Quincy and also human kill ability. In terms of damage output, he is lacking compared to the other 2 characters, but this Balgo does come with the benefit of actually being a farming character, so by using him, you're increasing the droplet drop rate by 30%, you're getting 5 additional link swap potions, and also 5 additional heart super link swap potions. And given the fact that he wants to be used in inheritance trials, this character also does come with the increased chance to inflict stat elements against any heart enemy. And that's really good because because damage output wise, he's not too bad. He's actually pretty good with Frenzy +1, a 40% Berserker, and when you do inflict a stat element, you get an 80% stat boost to your spiritual pressure stat. So with that increased chance to do so is going to be really good, especially considering the fact that he does have weakening and drain on every single attack. Survivability will not be an issue, and damage output will also not be an issue, despite him having a lower DPS when compared to Macy and also Bruno, for example. But it balances out because he does have the increased drop rates. And those are the 3 new banner characters. You have basically the best heart character, best speed, and best mind character in the entire game, right? These 3 characters are absolutely crazy, but how good is the actual banner? Well, lucky for us, it only includes Burn the Witch characters with the exception of Upper Gichigo. And it's due to this reason, it's almost a must summon because all these characters are still perfectly usable. Power creep has been a thing and they haven't aged the greatest, but they're still, again, some of the better characters in the game, right? In this case, Noelle, a speed no affiliation character with the no affiliation and also hollow kill ability, does increase the amount of links or potions and also super links or potions you can get for the power attribute, so she has that value. And she's a great character when she does have killer, because she does have an increased chance to inflict stat elements against hollows and also no affiliation enemies. Since she wants to be used in inheritance trials, that's where she's really good at when she does have killer, and because she has a very powerful soul bomb, she's great in epic raids and also guild quest content. And the same can be basically said about Nini. She's very similar in design, wants to inflict stat elements in inheritance trials, for example, has an easy time doing so against Soripers and also no affiliation enemies, and she also increases the amount of mind and also mind super links or potions you can get. Bruno's still a great character, good damage output, some good utility with the hidden enemies and also 50% chance to dodge against Soripers. Damage output, he hasn't really aged the best. He only has Frenzy +1 and a 40% Berserker, which is perfectly serviceable, but nothing crazy compared to some of the newer characters. But he does see more usage in Arena, for example, because he does get the Start Power Item +2 skill and also Frenzy +2. As for the original Nini and Noelle, again, it's starting to show their age, but still usable for the most part. In Nini's case, she's a technique no affiliation character with the no affiliation and a Ronka kill ability, decent damage output, and decent strong attacks. Noelle aged a tad bit better. In her case, she's a mind no affiliation character with a no affiliation and super kill ability. And in her case, she has a good damage output, Frenzy +1 with an 80% Berserker, and also has really good strong attacks where she can be used in multiple different types of guild quests, for example. And for the final character, we have Upper Gichigo, a very weird choice of a character, but definitely not the worst one they could have thrown into the banner. In his case, he's still one of the better technique characters in the game, having a Soriba and also no affiliation kill ability. With a great set of strong attacks, Frenzy +1, Bombardment, and also Berserker, he's still a great character to use, despite him not being super crazy compared to some of the newer characters. And that's the banner. Now, with the addition of those fillers, the banner format is a normal step-up format, but it is actually important to know that because for the most part, when we get some of the better characters in the game, it is usually on a 7-step format. The upcoming anniversary, for example, round 1 and 2 are going to be the 7-step format, which isn't really the greatest when you plan to spend upwards to like 2,000 plus orbs. In this case, this banner is full of discounts and also guarantees. Step 1, 6, 11, 16, and 21 are discounted at 150 orbs, while step 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22 are discounted at 200 orbs. And then, of course, every 5th step is guaranteed to be a featured character, which for the most part almost guarantees you a Burn the Witch character. Since it has a normal banner format, since this banner basically includes only Burn the Witch characters with the exception of Upper Gichigo, of course, this, in my opinion, is a must summon. There's some of the best characters in the game, some of the rarer characters in the game, and there's also 3 super links for characters in this particular banner. So you're getting a wide range of value in terms of just, usability in guild quests, arena, and also farming characters. That tied with their rarity and the fact that it's actually a good step-up format, I think everyone should be summoning on this banner, even if you don't even like the characters, because they do give you reason to summon on these characters, because of how broken they basically are, right? If you're someone new to the game and haven't pulled in any Burn the Witch character, it's an instant 5-step summon. Like, you have to go to the guarantee just to get one of them, and if you walk away with any of the 3 new characters, it's a fat W. But even some of the older Burn the Witch characters have some value and are still worth going for, in my opinion. This is by far one of the greatest banners we've ever had, and I think it's going to age really well, so I think most people should be summoning on this banner, and you can summon with me tomorrow when this banner does go live, because I will be live streaming my pulls. Hope to see you lads there. Good luck on your summons. Let me know your summon plan in the comments below, and I'll see you lads next time. Take care, and peace.